What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, Chad's channel. Let me scoot over a little bit so I can get in the frame properly. So today, you guys, we're going to be playing Mortal Kombat XL. I know it's a pretty old game, but I figured I'd play it for you. Today, we're going to be playing the story mode of it because I feel like that'd be a little bit more interesting than watching me just fight someone over and over again. So that's what we're going to do today. Player, of course, story mode. Okay. Sorry, the game will cost Sorry, it's been a while. I haven't posted anything on here.
Millions
been a
of
little
years
bit
ago,
busy
Shinnok,
working on my other two
elder
channels.
gods, turned on his fellow deities and invaded the Earth
Turn
realm.
this up a little bit.
Raiden and the elder gods stopped Shinnok, locked him up in the Nether realm. Others followed in Shinnok's footsteps, like Outworld's Emperor Shao Kahn, who was obsessed with conquering Earthrealm.
Oh, I want to mention this, by the way, you guys.
Raiden convinced the elder gods to enact
The
Kombat
setting behind
tournament
me
as a way to
will
even the
change.
odds.
Because this is my family room and stuff. That's where I film all my videos. But I'm getting a green screen backdrop that's gonna cover the whole thing, so you don't have to see all the background behind you. But it'll be a green background here in the near future.
2 years ago, we beat him. But
And then in a few more weeks, I'm going to, well, not 2 more, it's probably in like next week, I'm going to get Mortal Kombat 11 with like with Terminator and Spawn, Joker, and all them. I'm gonna get that, and on the PlayStation, you can buy it digitally for $60, and it comes with all of the unlocked characters in it. So you'll get like Terminator, Joker, Spawn, and then they just added RoboCop, which is got to be one of the coolest additions that they could have added to Mortal Kombat. So I'm actually pretty excited for that. So be looking forward to that in the future once I finish doing the story mode on Mortal Kombat XL.
To escape the Nether realm.
But the one thing that's weird about this one is that, like, if you guys ever played Mortal Kombat XL, it has like Predator, Alien, Jason, and Leatherface. It doesn't have like a backstory for them like any other character. But in like Mortal Kombat 11, it has all the backstories for all the new characters that come in, like Joker, Spawn, Terminator, and etc. As a backstory for them and how they came in, but it also shows you backstories of the other characters that come in from this Mortal Kombat and other Mortal Kombat. So I remember one of the older ones, I can't remember which Mortal Kombat it was, but it had Kratos from God of War in it, and it gave him a backstory in Mortal Kombat 11. It's hard to explain, but it's weird. I'm gonna try not to film for too long. I'm probably gonna film like 15 minutes, a little bit of it, because I kind of want to make different parts of the story mode. So,
destination, dead ahead.
Set her down nice and easy for me.
Don't I always?
If by always you mean not once. Major?
All right, you have the rendezvous coordinates, far edge of the forest. From there, we access the portal to Raiden's Sky Temple,
Where there's an angry former elder god and his devils waiting for us.
God,
I don't like how it
portals,
opened up
flying
the
demons.
first
Blind guys with magic swords.
scene of
The world has
the
changed.
story mode on this. It
For
opened
the
up the
worse,
Johnny
we do
Cage
not
and
expel
stuff.
Shinnok from Raiden's temple. He means to poison Earthrealm's life force, the Jinsei.
I like
and we're
seeing
not gonna
the
let that happen.
other
Kenshi and I
characters a
appreciate
little bit
you,
more, like
Major, allowing us
the
to join you.
ones that have
We're
to do
happy to
with
help
like
kick Shinnok's
him.
bony ass back
I
to the
forgot
Nether
his
realm.
name, can't remember. But characters that have the, like Raiden, Scorpion, or Sub-Zero. Like I like or Liu Kang. Like, I haven't seen all those characters. And it's like, the other characters, like, oh, there's Scorpion with his, chain, so. Oh, wait, yeah, that's right. This takes place where they got turned evil. Okay. Okay, I see why they started off.
Damn.
Oh, okay, so you have to press. So if you don't press this, it changes. So if you don't press this, something bad happens. Okay. Press it. Scorpion, I'll be honest, Scorpion is my favorite character, and I didn't like how, in this one, he basically turned evil. From Shinnok, I want to say. And then, yeah, Sub-Zero is evil, and yeah, he's evil too, because I think they all, like, a bunch of them died in the last one. So, I think Shinnok, yeah, was it Shinnok? Yeah, I think it was Shinnok who brought them all. Oh, yep. See, that's what happens. That brought them all back, but they're evil now. And I hate to see like Scorpion and Sub-Zero evil because they're two of my favorite characters. Ooh. Man, some of this stuff's hard to watch because it's like it makes me cringe just a little bit.
No!
I think it was his arm that made that crack sound. It sounded terrible.
The end is near.
Getting a little ahead of yourself, aren't you?
Oh, snap. I remember his combo move. Oh yeah, that's right. There we go. That's classic with Scorpion. He says, "Get over here" super loud and everything. That's what's up.
Didn't know a face could do that.
Oh wait, there's 3 rounds. My bad. I always pull that move if I ever play as Johnny Cage with my dad. When we verse each other, he gets so mad because I do the little green orb thing. He hates it. Yes! Oh my god. That ain't right.
Gotta get back to the chopper.
Some of the one-liners that they have just
Sonya,
don't
get
work
out
at
of
all. And of course I gotta fight Sub-Zero. That would be weird if you got like cut with ice. It just don't. That don't seem right.
Whew. That was unpleasantly cold.
Good God. His combo. It was a combo move. He had a different one. Can't remember what it was.
Don't say I never did anything for you.
I mainly enjoy the cutscenes of these. The fighting's alright, but I enjoy the cutscenes because it's almost like a movie. It's kind of cool. Come here. Oh, come on. Yes. Die. Of course, so. I get so mad at my dad sometimes because he'll block me in a corner and do the same move over and over again. He knows it makes me mad. It's hilarious. It's kind of funny sometimes, but other times it drives me nuts. Because then it's like I'll try and pull like a combo move or something and I can't do it. Oh my god!
I liked it better when we fought on the same side.
See, I like the one-liners that have meaning to it. Not the ones that make zero sense at all.
We fared better than the men.
Add them to the list of things Shinnok will answer for.
I don't even think I knew who that character is. Raiden's staff is gonna be one of my favorite weapons in Mortal Kombat. Another one would have to be, let's see, probably Scorpion's chain.
Raiden,
We must refortify the portal's defenses below.
No, Fujin. It is too late.
Also, like the timeline of certain stuff is different, and it's like confusing. Like in Mortal Kombat 11, which I've played Mortal Kombat 11 before, but I've only played it one time, and that was before Terminator was coming in as a character. So it was like when it first came out, I borrowed it and I played it, and oh yeah, Cabal's evil too.
You abandoned them to their death.
But I played that one time, and the timeline in it was so confusing.
And my lord himself shall witness your fall.
That's new. That's Noob Saibot, and then that's Jax. Jax was another one of my favorites.
Jax.
What was his name?
Nightwolf.
Nightwolf. I always liked how he has those like different colored axes. Like his original ones, I think were like green. And I thought that was pretty cool how they were just made out of like his powers and stuff, which is pretty cool. If you get, like, let's see if I can explain this right way.
Smoke is dead.
Oh.
I am an Enra.
Oh, it's not Noob Saibot. Oh, I thought that was Noob Saibot. Look, okay, he looks familiar. Noob Saibot's different. He has like a sickle thing he can pull out of his chest, but that's in Mortal Kombat 11, so I think I'm wrong. I didn't realize that was Smoke. Oh yeah, I gotta fight Jax now.
The real Jax wouldn't punch his best friend.
Johnny Cage, killing you will be a pleasure. Gotcha.
Why couldn't I play as like Sonya or something? Jax hits hard, like you can just hear the sound of his punches. I like how he's got metal arms too, which is pretty cool. I think that they got ripped off by what's his name? I can't remember his name. It's on the tip of my tongue though. Ermac, or whatever. He almost looks like an Egyptian mummy because he's got all these rags on him and stuff, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I think they got ripped off by Ermac too. It's really good. Since it's a story mode, I don't think I can do fatalities. Because, yeah, I can't do fatalities because it's story mode. Wish I could, because the fatalities are actually really cool. I honestly can't wait to get Mortal Kombat 11. I mainly want it so I can play as RoboCop, Joker, Spawn, and or RoboCop. Because Joker was in the DC universe versus Mortal Kombat. That's the one that Joker was in, so they brought him back. RoboCop and Terminator and Spawn are new, which RoboCop and Terminator they should have definitely put them in there a long time ago. And then Spawn, that's actually a really good one. I didn't expect they were gonna put Spawn in, but ironically, Spawn is like one of my favorite superheroes. Cause, well, he's technically not a superhero, and he's technically not a villain. He's kind. I almost think of him as neutral because he doesn't kill innocent people. And he doesn't hurt innocent people. He
guys stay here. Close the door.
He tries to practice because I've seen the old movie. I can't remember what year it was made, but I've seen the old movie, and I liked it, and it was pretty good. And if you ever read like Marvel or DC comic books, then he's appeared in Marvel and DC. So he's technically not just like towards one. He could be a Marvel character or a DC character, but it's different. It's kind of hard to explain, but he's one of my favorite. He's like my favorite, like comic book, so-called superhero villain. And there's a comic book store over downtown from where my dad lives, which I'm here right now at my dad's. There's a comic book store there, and I want to go down there and see if they have any of the Spawn comic books. I've read a few of them, but I haven't read all of them.
You poison their hearts with hope. And what do you offer? The same as you did millennia ago, when you betrayed your fellow Elder Gods.
I've seen the Mortal Kombat movie, which, in my own opinion, it was. I liked how they had the characters. The characters looked pretty cool, but the acting and the way it was like filmed wasn't all that good, to be honest with you. Like, alright, spoiler alert if you haven't seen the Mortal Kombat movie, but when they're on the scene on the boat, when they're going to the Mortal Kombat tournament area on the island, the ship that they're on honestly looks like it was made by some college students who were preparing for a play they were gonna do. But it wasn't the worst film, but it could have been executed a little bit better. And also, because if you guys don't know who Reptile is, which most of you should know who Reptile is, he's a character, like a reptile, and in it, the one character who can shapeshift, Shao Kahn. I think it's Shao Kahn. I can't remember. Can't remember anything nowadays. Anyway, he's like, he was like a statue, as like Liu Kang, Sonya, and Johnny Cage were walking into the temple. He was like a statue just standing there right next to Katana. You guys don't know who that is. Liu Kang kind of has a thing for it. But it's Katana, and it's like as after they walk away,
oh, sorry, man. Didn't see
the guy who can shapeshift, I can't remember his name, but he goes over and he's like, watch over her, and then then Reptile, the statue just turns into a reptile and goes away, and it's like this skinny looking, like, it's almost skeleton looking reptile, and it's just, if they were gonna make a reptile, they could at least made him look like more human, like what he looks like in the actual games. But they didn't. And it's just, the movie wasn't all that good. It could have been just a little bit better. And Scorpion, whenever him and Sub-Zero get introduced, like, when it comes out of his hand, like, I could tell that it was probably a low budget film. But it was like when it saw the spear thing come out of his hand.
She will be the first.
It was just, it didn't look good at all, and it was okay. I'm just gonna say I didn't like it. It was such a low budget kind of film. So, but at least they tried making a good Mortal Kombat film.
But I am sure of this. You don't even think of hurting her.
Oh yeah. My grandma's making goulash and it smells amazing. I'm getting hungry. I was gonna say something, but I completely forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, Raiden. So, in the movie, whenever, so, in one of the scenes where, Sonya, Liu Kang, and, Johnny Cage, there we go. When they, I'm losing because I'm talking, but, when they were on the boat and stuff, someone said something to Sonya, and they were getting defensive, so she walks down into, like, the bottom of, like, the bowels of the boat and stuff, and they follow, and, like, trying to get her back if, like, they know each other that well. It's kind of, if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's okay, but it's, like, almost like they were trying to protect her because they know her that well, even though they just met. And as they're down there, that's when, like, Scorpion and Sub-Zero get introduced, which they could have, one, had better outfits, and they, two, could have executed the way they, and I lost. But they could have executed on how it looks, but, they could have, like, and as they attacked Sonya, Liu Kang, and Johnny Cage, Raiden appears, and, like, for one, how did he automatically just know they were down there? And he was, like, laying down all the rules. It didn't make sense on how they made the movie. And two, Raiden, in any of the Mortal Kombat games I've played, I've never seen Raiden with his hair out. And then all of a sudden in the Mortal Kombat movie, he has white, long hair. And two, his voice just... In Mortal Kombat, his voice is deep, but it's not, like, scraggly to where it sounds like he got punched in the throat by somebody. But anyway, that's just my opinion on the movie itself. But I'll tell you one thing, Goro looked pretty freaking sweet, to be honest with you. Goro looked sweet. I liked Goro. They did a good job. That was like some Jim Henson stuff right there. If you guys don't know who that is, he's like a puppet master, kind of. There we go, finally. I think after this fight, I'm gonna stop the live stream so I can do the part 2 next time. So... Oh, snap! Boom. That's always like a really good move, like when you crouch down right when they're about to tap out and everything. Crouch down and uppercut, and that like it deals a big amount of damage onto it. Hopefully I win this. If I don't win it, I'll just stop it and we'll continue the next time. Oh, that goulash smells good. See? Crouch down. Boom, uppercut. Yes! Nice.
You really are a fallen elder god.
Okay. Okay, I'll let this cutscene go and then I'm gonna stop it.
Johnny Cage, the amulet!
I think this is where chapter 1 ends.
No!
Oh yeah, because Shinnok gets trapped inside the amulet. Okay, yeah, I think this is where chapter 1 ends. So I think I actually timed this out pretty good. Part 1, chapter 1, part 2, chapter 2. Yeah, I think that's how it's gonna go. Hopefully that's how it goes. Yeah, and if you guys look at how Raiden looks, he has like this thing over top of his head, and you can't see his hair. The only thing of hair that you see is his eyebrows. You don't see any of those other hairs. So I don't understand how they could have put two and two together. And like, oh, you know what? We're just gonna take off his top thing over top of his head and release long hair.
Quan Chi and the others,
Doesn't make sense. Oh, it's Quan Chi.
Overwhelmed my senses.
Okay, that's the guy with the with like the super pale white skin who like throws the green skulls. Yeah, that's Quan Chi. I said the name wrong.
Let us take
Shinnok, Quan Chi.
They cannot destroy it. No
I said another name. Now I can't remember what it was. Good grief.
never escape.
That was Shinnok, and then the other one was Quan Chi, and then
The war is not over. Quan Chi has escaped.
Why
are you smiling?
Shotokan, which is the guy with the big hammer.
She called me Johnny.
I mean, isn't that what a lot of people call
Raiden
you?
told me
Johnny?
later that I'm descended from some Mediterranean war cult, bred as warriors for the gods. I've never been able to resummon that green halo. Raiden thinks
so. We're gonna stop it here. Main menu. Oh wait, I hope to God that saved that. Okay, so yeah, I'll be able to continue. So there is chapters. Let's see how many chapters are. So there was Johnny Cage. That was chapter 1. Oh, oh, this is the whole. Oh, let's not give away any spoilers. All right, so there's chapter 1. Or chapter 2 is Kodokan. Okay. So I guess I just started chapter 2, so I guess a good thing I stopped that right there. So that's good. So anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Tune in for the next video, which is going to be part 2 to Mortal Kombat XL. So I will see you all next time. Make sure I can get out of here.